Throughout history, the Vikings have stood out as one of the most physically formidable civilizations. Known for their fierce raids and legendary battles, their strength and endurance have been the subject of fascination for centuries. But what was it about the Vikings that made them such a force to be reckoned with? Was it just their genetics? Or was there a science-backed reason behind their incredible physical capabilities? In this exploration, we delve deep into the secrets of Viking strength, their physical training, diet, and lifestyle to uncover how they became icons of power and resilience. When we think of Vikings, images of towering warriors wielding axes and shields often come to mind. These Norsemen not only sailed vast oceans and conquered lands, but also survived some of the harshest climates on Earth. Their ability to thrive in such conditions was no accident. It was the result of a disciplined lifestyle that combined rigorous physical training, a nutrient-rich diet, and a culture that celebrated strength and endurance. Vikings weren't just born strong. They cultivated their power through deliberate choices and practices. Let's begin by examining their physical training and how it played a pivotal role in their legendary reputation. Functional strength over aesthetics. The Vikings' approach to physical fitness was centered around functionality rather than aesthetics. Their training aimed to prepare them for real-world challenges like battle, long voyages, and survival in unforgiving environments. Unlike modern fitness enthusiasts who might train for appearances, the Vikings prioritized practical strength. This meant their bodies were conditioned to handle the grueling demands of their lifestyles, from carrying heavy loads to engaging in combat. The focus on functional fitness allowed them to develop well-rounded strength that could be applied in every aspect of their lives. Farm work and manual labor. The Viking lifestyle revolved around agriculture and manual labor, which naturally developed their physical strength. From a young age, children were tasked with responsibilities like plowing fields, chopping wood, and hauling heavy supplies. These activities worked their entire bodies, particularly their core, arms, and shoulders. In a way, these daily chores acted as a form of natural strength training. The repetitive nature of such labor mirrored the effects of modern-day compound exercises like deadlifts and squats, ensuring that their muscles were continuously challenged and strengthened over time. This reliance on manual labor instilled a work ethic that further contributed to their physical and mental resilience. Weapons training and combat readiness. Combat readiness was a central aspect of Viking life, as warriors needed to be prepared for sudden raids or battles. Training with swords, axes, and shields was a rigorous process that demanded strength, precision, and stamina. Swinging a heavy axe or sword repeatedly built muscle endurance in the arms, shoulders, and grip. Shield training added another layer of physicality, as warriors had to hold and maneuver heavy shields for extended periods. This kind of training ensured that Viking warriors could endure the physical toll of prolonged combat while maintaining their effectiveness on the battlefield. Endurance through rowing. As expert seafarers, the Vikings spent countless hours rowing their iconic longships across vast oceans. Rowing required tremendous cardiovascular endurance and upper body strength, particularly in the back, shoulders, and arms. This activity also engaged their core, helping them build a balanced and powerful physique. The repetitive motion of rowing not only enhanced their physical stamina, but also conditioned them to work as a cohesive unit, which was crucial during raids and naval battles. Their ability to row for hours on end was a testament to their unparalleled endurance. Additionally, rowing reinforced their mental toughness, as the monotony of the activity demanded focus and determination. Wrestling and agility. Wrestling was a popular sport among the Vikings and served as both entertainment and practical training. Engaging in wrestling matches helped them develop agility, balance, and overall body strength. It also fostered mental discipline, as wrestling required quick thinking and adaptability. These skills translated well to combat situations, where split-second decisions could mean the difference between life and death. Wrestling also reinforced the Vikings' competitive nature, pushing them to constantly improve their physical abilities. By practicing regularly, they ensured their bodies remained limber and prepared for unexpected confrontations. Outdoor conditioning. The Scandinavian environment played a significant role in shaping the Vikings' physical and mental toughness. Training outdoors in extreme weather conditions, from freezing winters to blistering summers, hardened their bodies and minds. Whether they were hauling logs through snow or engaging in combat drills in the rain, the Vikings learned to thrive under harsh conditions. This exposure not only built physical resilience, but also prepared them to face any challenge with confidence and determination. Their adaptability to nature's elements was one of their greatest strengths. The harsh climate became a natural ally in forging their unyielding spirit. High-calorie and nutrient-dense diet. The Vikings' diet was designed to sustain their demanding lifestyle, providing the energy and nutrients needed for their rigorous physical activities. They consumed large quantities of food to meet their high caloric needs, especially during the intense farming and raiding seasons. A typical Viking meal was rich in proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, offering a balanced nutritional profile. Their ability to source and prepare nutrient-dense foods ensured they remained strong and energized throughout their lives. The high energy intake supported their endurance during prolonged activities such as rowing, farming, or combat. Protein as a foundation. Protein was a cornerstone of the Viking diet, as it played a crucial role in muscle repair and growth. Livestock such as pigs, cows, and sheep provided a steady supply of meat, while the abundance of fish like herring, salmon, and cod added variety. These protein sources were often cooked over open flames or preserved through smoking and salting. Whole grains for sustained energy. Whole grains such as barley, rye, and oats were dietary staples for the Vikings. These complex carbohydrates provided a slow and steady release of energy, making them ideal for long voyages or battles. Bread, porridge, and ale made from these grains were common meal components. Fermented foods and gut health. The Vikings understood the importance of preserving food for long-term survival, leading them to incorporate fermented foods into their diet. Sour milk, skyr, and pickled vegetables were rich in probiotics, which supported gut health and strengthened their immune systems. Seasonal vegetables and berries. Despite the challenges of their environment, the Vikings made use of seasonal vegetables and fruits to supplement their diet. Root vegetables like turnips, carrots, and onions were cultivated and stored for year-round use. Wild berries such as lingonberries and bilberries provided a rich source of antioxidants and vitamins. Dairy for energy and strength. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and butter were abundant in Viking households. These foods offered a combination of fats, proteins, and essential vitamins that provided both energy and muscle-building nutrients. Preserving food for survival. The Vikings' expertise in food preservation allowed them to maintain a steady food supply even during harsh winters or long voyages. Smoking, salting, and drying were common techniques used to preserve meat and fish. These methods not only extended the shelf life of their food, but also retained its nutritional value. The ability to store and transport preserved food ensured the Vikings could sustain themselves during extended raids or journeys, highlighting their resourcefulness and foresight. This adaptability was crucial for their success as explorers and conquerors. Alcohol in moderation. Alcoholic beverages, particularly mead, were consumed during feasts and celebrations. While alcohol provided additional calories, the Vikings were cautious about overindulgence, as it was believed to weaken both the body and the mind. Mead, made from fermented honey, was often reserved for special occasions, symbolizing prosperity and camaraderie. This balanced approach to alcohol consumption reflected the Vikings' emphasis on discipline and moderation. By enjoying alcohol responsibly, they maintained their physical and mental sharpness. A culture of brotherhood and community. The Vikings' strength extended beyond their physical capabilities. Their sense of community and camaraderie played a significant role in their resilience. Strong social bonds were a cornerstone of their society, fostering unity and mutual support. These bonds were reinforced through shared rituals, feasts, and collaborative efforts, such as building ships or defending their villages. By working together, the Vikings created a culture that celebrated collective strength and perseverance. Discipline and honor. Discipline was a core value in Viking society, shaping every aspect of their lives. From maintaining their weapons and ships to adhering to strict training regimens, discipline ensured they were always prepared for challenges. Honor was equally important, guiding their actions and decisions both on and off the battlefield. A strong sense of honor motivated the Vikings to uphold their values, even in the face of adversity. Adaptability and resourcefulness. The Vikings' ability to adapt to their surroundings was one of their greatest strengths. They thrived in harsh climates and made the most of limited resources. Their resourcefulness extended to all aspects of life, from building innovative ships to crafting tools and weapons. This adaptability allowed them to overcome obstacles and seize opportunities, ensuring their survival and success in diverse environments. Whether navigating treacherous waters or forging alliances with foreign tribes, the Vikings' resourcefulness set them apart as a resilient and enduring civilization. The Vikings' incredible strength was not a mere accident of genetics. It was a result of their rigorous training, nutrient-rich diet, and disciplined lifestyle. Their legacy continues to inspire modern-day warriors, athletes, and survivalists. By understanding their secrets, we can incorporate elements of their practices into our own lives to build strength, resilience, and endurance. If you found this exploration fascinating, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more historical insights.